What's up, listeners?
You were listening to CuboldCast.
A podcast focused on co-op and multiplayer gaming experiences. Our hosts are Caleb, myself, Jay,
What's up?
and Chug.
This is our second episode in our series, Is It Worth Revisiting? In this episode, we'll be talking about PLAYERUNKNOWN'S BATTLEGROUNDs.
I think what we wanted to start talking about was how the community was when the game was in early access.
Well, that's when it was at its peak.
It really was.
Wait, was it though? Well, I thought they launched it, and then shortly after, it was its peak.
Well, they had the most players at the very beginning when it was in early access.
Wait,
But when the game came out in the 1.0, there was a lot of people, but not as many.
yeah, no,
We're
the
playing.
game was at its peak when it was in early access. That's when we had it, right?
That's when we first got it.
What happened was I had seen it on the store, and I thought it looked cool, so I bought it. And then I remember you and Caleb were watching me play it, and then we're like, oh, we should all get this and play it.
Wait, that was in 2017?
Yeah, that was a long
in
time ago.
March or something.
That was how many months was it out then?
2 or 3.
Yeah, it was really new.
It was really.
But that's when
new.
it was like at its peak.
No. It wasn't at its peak then.
I think it hit its peak in 2018.
It started.
Really?
It started gaining people over
Wait,
time.
what was the? It was like the first game that hit 1 million.
I don't think it beat
concurrent
Dota.
players.
I think Dota was
It hit over 3 million.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And then Fortnite came along. Didn't that like?
Yeah, I
totally
remember
blow it
hearing
apart?
about Fortnite in the wintertime, and that was like the first time I'd heard of it.
Yeah.
And I didn't really look much into it, but then like 2 months later, it exploded and it was everywhere.
Yeah. It's not as popular as it was, but it is still popular. I mean, people still play it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I don't really understand. I mean, there's the building, but
You know what? I think it's more of like the art style, the building, and
cringy dances.
yeah, the cringy dances. I think it's more of, it almost seems like when PUBG releases like seasons now, because every game releases seasons or whatever. It's like, they're not as unique as Fortnite's. They're not as like eye catching.
Fortnite has
they
a
did it well.
huge store.
Like with the whole meteorite thing, threatening to destroy
Yeah.
the world and stuff.
Thanos,
Yeah.
Star Wars.
They know how to market well.
Yeah, they really do.
I don't think PUBG knows how to market though.
Yeah.
And for a while, there was a point where people were complaining that they weren't listening to the fans enough.
Well, even now, I was watching a video like earlier today, and some of the comments, people were like, "Oh, it's great that you released a new season, but you still haven't fixed this bug or this bug." And there was a lot of people. I don't know. I mean, I never really ran into bugs.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
Yeah,
but,
I didn't either.
But it really seems like they're not focusing on what's important and actually fixing the game still, even though it's been out for so long.
Well, if you noticed in the past couple months, there's been a lot more updates on the store stuff, like the clothes, the weapon skins, but there hasn't been a lot of patch notes, as in like fixing bugs and glitches and different things in the game, which that's what most people want.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens towards the end of a game's life. When people aren't buying it as much, they need to make money elsewhere, so they introduce microtransactions and all that.
And obviously streamers put their money into that and
but
all buy it.
all the streamers left. Mostly.
I mean, Doctor still plays it sometimes.
Does he like not he when it was in early access, it was Doctor, Shroud, who else?
I think Ninja might have even played it a
Yeah,
couple
he did.
times.
Yeah, but that's when it was like big. And then I guess other games came out, and then I don't know.
Well, then it was Black Ops 4, Blackout.
Well, Apex came before Black Ops 4.
Oh, did it?
It did.
I feel like it didn't.
It wasn't as big.
It wasn't as big, but it still took a lot of
But
people
now
away.
Apex is doing really well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say they're the biggest right now.
I'd say it's Fortnite, Apex.
What really? Fortnite still?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
Fortnite is big on Twitch. There's a lot of people watching.
I'm pretty sure Fortnite is still
Huh.
at the top.
It's gone down a little bit,
Yeah.
but not to the point where PUBG has.
Yeah. Which is
PUBG
kind of sad. I mean,
It is sad. I miss.
I miss the big days of PUBG.
Yeah. I mean, there was something about it when it first came out. It was almost like, I mean, I don't think it was the first to do Battle Royale.
No, there was H1Z1 Battle Royale, and there were probably others besides that.
It was the first one to do it well.
Yeah.
The first one to really make it like explode.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys remember in the very beginning, how basic it was though,
Yeah.
I used to
which made it fun. that made it fun.
Yeah, it was almost the simplicity was better. It made it better.
I liked how there was clothes all over the ground, and you could pick up the coats and stuff.
Yes, coats.
Red coat.
Yes.
We would call it
coat.
coats.
Yeah, that was nice. We called it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did call them coats.
Yeah,
And then we called the Jeep the Jep.
And the budgie.
even though it didn't run that well. Yeah, the budgie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just there's something about it. It was new and it was unique.
Yeah.
And I feel like after a while, when they start to polish things up, it's almost not as good.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Well, when we all played it, we had trash setups. Like our computers were pretty.
We were still good at it, though.
Our computers were pretty garbage.
We did
Actually, no. We
right.
streamed it. I know I streamed
I know
it.
mine was. I was getting like 30 frames.
Yeah, I was only getting 30 probably. And mine wasn't even on high settings.
Yeah.
It was probably like medium. But that was before I upgraded my PC.
Yeah. But it was fun.
There was like a sense of just the simplicity alone. And there's something about it. It was just simple fun, you know.
And it was before the competition between the other battle royales too.
Yeah.
It was like everyone migrated from H1Z1 to PUBG.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And there was no, Fortnite's better until like months after that.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the company's focus was just on making an experience.
Yeah.
Each match was a different experience, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like you go into a match and you never know what you expect.
And then
You're
as
not-
the company started getting bigger, they started making the game about money.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? That was a huge like turnoff for me.
The crates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the
I
paid
never
passes.
got anything good in the crates. Nothing.
Beige skins. That's all you ever
yeah,
get.
beige and that like sandstorm skin or whatever for your crossbow. I
Oh,
probably have
yeah.
like 5 of those.
I remember when
Yeah.
you got that crossbow skin, you were so mad. You had saved up your credits for a long time.
Yeah, I saved up so much and I kept buying them. They got more expensive, and all of them were like the beige skin.
Also
Yeah.
the clothing items too.
Although
Yeah.
somehow I recently got a gold Groza. I sold it for $7 on the Steam store.
That's cool.
I don't even know how I got it.
Did you buy it like a while
Why would I
ago?
buy a Groza skin?
I have no idea.
Yeah, you don't get the Groza much.
Yeah.
Only it's a crate weapon.
Yeah. Well, even when the Groza came out, I wasn't playing it as much. Like that was Sandhawk, right?
What?
Wait,
the Groza?
When did
No,
that come
it
out?
came out way before. That was like one of the.
Oh, that was the sand map, right?
No, I'm pretty sure the Groza is a crate weapon.
It's a
that
crate
was in
weapon.
Oh, okay.
PUBG when it first came out.
Really? Because I
think.
barely used it, so I don't know.
Or no, it wasn't a crate. Yeah, it was a care
It
package.
was a care package
Yeah.
weapon.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. When the game first came out, there was just something different about it. We were.
Mhm.
I feel like every night we were playing it.
We
Yeah.
were.
How many hours did you guys put into it?
I have like almost 400.
I
Maybe
have
400?
I have like 460.
I have about 160, so you definitely put in a lot more time than I did.
We played it a ton.
Yeah.
Well, compared to if you look at other people's hours and stuff, some people have like over thousands of hours, which is crazy to think about.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had a little Battle Royale burnout
Yeah.
when I stopped playing because I felt like the matches were too slow after a while.
Yeah.
Maybe because they released a new map, the bigger map,
Yeah.
which there was less action on.
Well, let's talk about an End Rangel. That was
The first one, right?
That was the first map. It's kind of perfect,
Yeah.
almost.
Mhm.
The way it was set up. You have the houses that are spread apart, so you always have a place to go. But if you really wanted some action, you go to Pochinki.
Yeah.
Or
Pochinki
just
is my
or
city.
another place, Georgia Pool.
Yeah, or the military base if you want to die within 10 seconds
Yeah.
of landing.
Oh, yeah, the military base. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
That was on the island.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when
Sosnovka.
it was the best when the circle was closing on the island and we were all headed there and you knew you're in for
The
a
bridge.
huge fight. Yeah.
It's like a death sentence.
Because
Yeah.
people camp on the bridge.
Yeah. Or you can try to go for swim across, but even
Yeah.
then you're pretty much
I think that's better, though.
Well, I mean, you're kind of dead
Yeah.
in the water if somebody sees you. Literally.
You can go under the water, though, right?
yeah.
You can,
So you
but
can kinda
you have to
hide.
go back up.
Yeah.
And
But you
then
can
when
get
you get
most
to the
of the way.
shore,
Yeah.
and you get
But the bridge, if you're in a Jeep or something, people would destroy you. Like as you were going by.
Yeah, true.
I think it was rare that if people were camping on the bridge, it was rare that you'd make it across alive.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. That's another thing of why it was so different is because every match had something different. Like let's say the circle closed on the military base, then that means that you have to cross the bridge,
Mhm.
and that means you're getting worried and you're like scared that you're like preparing to go across the bridge, or maybe it closes on Pochinki where it's really tight and it's like a small city, or a field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Whenever
was
it ends
the
on a
worst.
field.
Yeah.
with the hay bales, and you're all trying to crouch behind this one hay bale while you're surrounded.
Well, going back to like you guys mentioned the long matches.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I transferred over to Apex for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Just because Apex, the matches are fast. It's like fast paced, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
And then same with Blackout. That was fast paced.
I never got into Blackout though.
I didn't, I played it for a little bit, but honestly, I really didn't like it that much.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as Apex.
We played it a bunch in beta when we had the Black Ops 4 beta. And then as soon as it came out, I never played it.
The game, like the gameplay was really clean, really nice, but it just felt weird.
Well, Call of Duty, it didn't seem like Call of Duty could do that.
It didn't transfer well over to a battle royale.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, with Modern Warfare, they somehow made a Battlefield type mode feel good.
True.
I think it's just the way they did it in that game. The people felt like bullet sponges.
Yeah.
And they all felt chunky for some reason.
Oh, in Black Ops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was.
Or the bullets felt like nothing, like they were doing nothing.
It was so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it was still fun though. But I felt like you died a lot more in that than you do in other battle royales.
Yeah. Well, honestly, if I'm being honest, I kind of liked the long matches. It's kind of, especially when other battle royales came out, it kind of set itself apart from like Fortnite because there was something about, especially if you landed like at a house far away, or you started far away from where all the action was, you had time to accumulate all these guns or whatever armor you wanted, and then it was kind of like a slow burn, but it was kind of nice.
Let's say you play 10 matches. You do the same thing every match. You go to a far house. You don't run into anybody. You get tons of stuff.
Yeah.
You spend like 20, 30 minutes just looting, getting your arsenal up. You're running through a field. Somebody has an M24. Boom, headshot.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah. True.
20, 30 minutes wasted.
Yeah.
That's why I always prefer to land in a higher population area.
Pochinki.
Yeah, even if you die, at least you have some fun at the beginning.
Yeah.
And that's why I really liked when they released the battle modes or the war modes.
I forgot about those.
Yeah.
That was fun.
They were, because
that was
you
really
could get
fun.
right into the action, use all the guns, and get better at shooting and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why they removed those. I mean, they have them in the custom matches and stuff, right?
No, those are just events.
Yeah,
the only reason they removed them is because they're timed events.
Yeah, but
those-
they should bring them back, though.
True.
Those were really
Like,
fun.
every time they had one of those, I would come back and play for a couple hours.
Yeah. Because even if, let's say, you're not in the mood for a long match, you can't deny that the guns feel amazing. The guns sound amazing. The gameplay is really nice.
They do.
It gives you a way to practice, too.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to sometimes practice your aiming and shooting
there's
skills.
What is it? The training center?
The shooting range,
The
right?
training area.
Honestly, I really...
I've never played it.
I did it once. I played it once, but it's kind of boring.
I mean, you can't really shoot moving targets, can you?
I had fun in
They
it.
had some moving targets.
You can shoot moving targets, but I actually had fun in it. I don't know if you actually explored the areas.
Slightly.
There's a racing track. There's the shooting range, which there's the sniper shooting range. Then there's the pistol shooting range. There's a bunch of different things. There's like 6 warehouses full of guns that you could just pick up and use.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just, you probably didn't really spend that much time in it.
I went around. I played it with Sam. Or maybe I played it with you.
No, we tried getting in the same match. For some reason, it only allows you to have one person.
Huh.
I don't know.
Kind of stupid.
I know. It's
Should be able to mess around with your friends there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess a game having that isn't a bad thing. I just really didn't see the point. I mean, there's a point.
It's for new players mostly.
Yeah. It's just, well, we didn't have that when we jumped in. When we jumped in, we got murdered.
Yeah.
We got destroyed, and then you slowly learn,
Yeah.
How to be, be decent at the game, which is also different. In Fortnite, you can jump in and, maybe like a round or two later, you kind of get the hang of it. I mean, obviously, you're not going to be like really good at building like Ninja or whatever, but wasn't it like the first couple rounds we won 1 or 2?
I don't know. I know I played with Sam. The first round we played, we won.
Yeah.
And then I didn't really play much after that. But then we tried playing, the 4 of us, and we got destroyed every time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with PUBG, it's different. There's a huge learning curve. Or maybe it's just a skill curve.
I think it's more skill in PUBG. Fortnite, it's more jump around and throw objects down in front of you.
Yeah, whenever you're like when you have an encounter, you just jump around and shoot.
Yeah,
pretty much. But in PUBG, you will get demolished.
It's more tactical.
Yeah, like you got to get cover. You lean one side, you lean the other side. You know, you got to assess the situation.
Yeah,
and if you're playing a squad, you have other people go around and flank them and stuff.
JD, like last night when we were playing, you and I were running, and you were running towards the house. The dude came up out of nowhere, shot JJ. JJ died. I didn't realize.
You were sprinting towards him.
And I was like sprinting just right toward him, and I didn't even see him.
Yeah, that was fun. Well, yeah, it was
to an extent.
It was fun.
It was.
We're terrible now.
Yeah, I mean, we were really good at it after a while.
Yeah, when it was in early access, we were doing pretty well.
Well, that's
winning
just because
a couple matches a week. What?
No, I was gonna say just we were good at it, most likely because there weren't a lot of people that were good in it. Everybody was balanced.
Yeah. Well, no.
Well,
there became the desync issue, which Dr. Disrespect complains about a lot.
Yeah.
Like, let's say you're behind cover and you peek your head out for a second and then you go back in. The other person's client might load a little slower than yours. So then they see you peeking your head out after you actually did it in real life. Then they can shoot you and you're still behind the tree. So you're behind cover and die still. And Doctor complains about that a lot, or he used to anyway.
Did they fix it?
I don't think so. And that was a huge issue because just because one person's thing loads faster than yours doesn't mean you should be at a disadvantage.
Yeah, well, I mean, when it was in early access, I feel like we were winning a couple matches a week.
Yeah.
And you know what? It never got old when we won.
Yeah, we'd get that chicken.
Yes.
Yeah. It was just, there's like a rush when you win. Especially when it's like you and another person, or it's your squad versus another squad. Mm-hmm. And then it's like so tense.
The only other game I've ever got a rush like that in is Rust.
Rust, yes.
Like those two games provide such an adrenaline rush. but the only thing is, like with PUBG, it's hit or miss whether you'll get there. Mm-hmm. I mean, Rust, it's just a matter of time before you get there.
Yeah.
It depends on how long you spend. But in PUBG, it's more skill based. And then,
well, not always.
Unless you like get super lucky and miss everyone to the last second.
Yeah.
I think mostly in PUBG it's skill based because when you get down to like 30 people left, you're gonna run into someone. Definitely.
But let's say like you hidden in a certain area where there's no people, and then you get to the end and you haven't killed anyone or even seen anyone. It's less satisfying if you win then than if you killed 10 people previously and then took the chicken.
Yeah. But like even then, I mean, just getting the chicken was. There's something always unique or always special about getting it.
Yeah, and then you'd be done. You're like, okay, that's my chicken itch for the night.
Yeah, then you ended on a chicken or whatever.
Yeah.
Except for Shroud, he gets like 20 and then he's like not even satisfied.
Yeah. He hasn't played that in a while, has he?
Well, he played the new map.
Yeah, he did. I've seen him play the new map. A little bit.
How many
but he's mostly playing Apex.
What? How many viewers did he get?
Oh wait,
he's on Mixer, so he's getting like 5,000-6,000.
I'm really sad he went to Mixer.
Twitch it's weird.
I mean, it seemed like it had potential in the beginning, but he's getting like a tenth of the viewers he was getting daily.
Well, think about it. The faces of Twitch were Doctor, Shroud, Ninja. Who else?
There's a couple.
Summit.
Yeah, Summit. Well, he's still on there.
He's still on there. Yeah.
But now, like all the big ones are gone. It's weird.
No one's migrating to Mixer either. It's not as nice looking.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
It's funny how Doctor's just like, no. I'm not even. If they ask me, I'm not. I'm not even taking.
Oh well,
it.
Doctor hasn't. Yeah, he doesn't.
I bet Shroud's contract will run out, and then he'll come back to Mixer or Twitch.
Yeah,
because I'm sure he got a signed deal to go over there. There'd be no way he'd do that for free.
Oh yeah,
he got a lot of money.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, even Doctor was offered a lot of money, but at least he's smart enough not to go over there.
Yeah, Doctor's awesome.
I mean, we thought about streaming to Mixer first, just in case, but even seeing the viewership Shroud gets, that's kind of sad.
Yeah. There's not as much room for growth.
Yeah. And I checked out Mixer a few times, and there's some weird people on there. This one guy was talking about, like, oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Saved my life. And I'm like, okay, click off.
Yeah. It's time for me to go. That's how PUBG set itself apart is obviously the skill. You had to have skill to be able to win in most cases, which I think was what made it unique.
Yeah. But then it started to go downhill from there.
Yeah. I mean, undoubtedly the peak of the game was in early access. That's when we played it a lot, and that's when everyone was streaming it and it was huge. That's like that's my memory of how the game, and I wish how it could have stayed.
Yeah.
But yeah, the downfall after that, what do you guys think? I mean, I don't know. What do you think why the downfall happened?
So did that happen after they released the desert map? Or
It
was it
happened,
before?
No.
it happened around
Sandhawk?
maybe Vikendi.
No, it wasn't
I
Vikendi.
feel
Maybe
like it
a
was
little bit
slightly
before,
before.
like between Sandhawk and Vikendi.
Really?
Wait, we were playing it a lot, Sandhawk, though.
Yeah, I know you guys did. For me, I stopped playing around Sandhawk. I know I played it with you a little bit, but I didn't play it regularly like you both did.
All of us were still playing it, Sandhawk.
So the downfall was in between Sandhawk and Vikendi.
Yeah. Why was that, though? Maybe...
They introduced the battle pass stuff.
Was that when they introduced it?
Maybe the store. Maybe that's when they introduced all the different clothing items, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and
Well-
the paid skins happened around what's the desert one? Is that Miramar?
Miramar.
Yeah, the paid skins started happening around there.
Well, it wasn't that big of an issue. The community was still pretty huge.
Yeah,
I
I know,
almost
but
feel like-
you pay $30 for a game. You expect to get some stuff for free. You don't want to buy
Well, they
like.
totally rigged the crates.
Oh yeah,
how
that
you
was
buy 'em.
stupid.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But actually, they always did have stuff like that though. Remember, you'd get the points and you'd be able to spend them on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have the locked crates, which I didn't get that at all.
Yeah,
You have to actually pay like $1 just
the
to open
keys,
the
right?
stupid crate. Yeah.
Yeah. You get like one crate where you didn't need a key, and then like 8 where you did need a key. And the one that you didn't need a key for was a beige skin.
yeah.
That no one wanted.
And then it'd be annoying because remember how you would pay like 700 credits or whatever, and you get a crate, and then it would be like 1,400, and it would keep increasing in price. Each
Yeah.
crate. You'd spend like 5,000 on a crate, and then you would get a stupid skin, and you'd be so annoyed.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure the skins were the downfall.
It's been the downfall of a lot of games, though, like Battlefront 2.
Well,
The
that-
loot boxes and the skins, that was the main issue why it never took off to begin
the
with.
game was like already on a downward slope.
Do you remember
when it
on
first came
on
out.
Steam, in whenever there was new patch notes that come out, you look in the comments, you see, dead game, dead game, dead
Yeah.
game.
Oh, yeah.
What is it? Something China.
Region Lock China.
Region Lock China. You just see that everywhere
Yeah.
because there were so many hackers.
Well, I've never seen a hacker.
I don't think. Well, there was that one time. Didn't one of us die?
Yeah,
I think
Random?
everyone on the map died.
Yeah.
That was about it, though. Like, I mean, maybe there were wall hack people or aimbotters, but I'd never really seen them.
Yeah, but I mean, even that one experience didn't really make me want to leave the game. It's really not that.
Well, I know we
big of
didn't
a
see
problem.
that, but I saw that everywhere. There were so many people that were getting
Yeah.
bothered by hackers. So
Yeah.
I really
Dead-
don't know.
Dead game, kind of. It's kind
I
of.
mean,
a dead game.
now, yeah. Wait, I'm actually curious. I'm gonna check the Steam charts and see how many people
It's
are
not at
playing
the
now.
top anymore.
Mm-mm.
It
But it's
hasn't been-
still pretty high up there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's still one of the top played games on Steam.
So
Yeah.
it's not dead. Just the community's not as active as they were.
The community was different. It was huge.
It's number 3 on Steam, so it's definitely not dead.
Okay, so it's not dead.
There's currently 560,000 players in it.
Okay, it's definitely not dead. But then again, most games they peak when they first came out, or they peak like at a specific time towards where they came out, and then they always drop and then level out,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and that's the base players.
Well, there's been a lot of sales for PUBG lately. $12 to $15 for the game.
Oh,
so
really?
that possibly could be the reason
Yeah,
that there's a lot of players, just because it's a little bit cheaper.
right.
But I don't know.
So I'm looking at a graph here of the activity of Steam. So its peak. This isn't loading very well on my phone. Where it was about 3 million people. Man, this is annoying.
2018.
I think it's 2018, yeah. And then right after that, it about dropped off. And there's a very slow decline from there.
Yeah.
It's not dramatic. It's just what you'd expect from a game. It's just very slightly going down.
Yeah.
So after its initial peak, it's just been slowly diminishing.
Well, that's how every game is. I think the way that we see it is it's different because it's PUBG. It's different because it hit 3 million and it was huge, and then it dropped, and then people are calling it dead game. When really, that's kind of how every game goes.
Yeah, and it's probably the people that are just either tired of it or suck at the game that are calling it dead game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of suck now. We used to be good, but we kind of suck now. But I don't know. It almost seems like a dead game only because compared to Fortnite or Apex, it's like it just seems like it's way down there compared to these huge 2 games that everyone's playing.
They're just not good at marketing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like their trailers are cool, but they don't really have any uniqueness in them. It's just like it looks like your average battle game.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like when Fortnite did like the Thanos thing.
Yeah.
Or there's no events like that in PUBG.
I think part of the reason why it was on a downward slope is because as other games came out, which other battle royales came out around 2018, even before that, but ones that can compete in 2018, there's really nothing setting PUBG apart other than the skill. It was more like a tactical shooter, but it would just there was too many unique other takes on battle royale coming out at the time that I think PUBG couldn't really keep up with.
Yeah, I mean with Apex and stuff, I mean they had their previous Titanfall world that it's set in the same universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they had that kind of going for them, and they have lore behind all the legends.
Yeah,
like with the video for the new skin. What's his name? A new character.
Revenant.
Yeah, I watched that, and I don't really play Apex, but that was pretty cool looking.
that was cool. Yeah,
And I like the art style they had in those trailers, and they're just good at promoting their games.
yeah,
And they already had a fan base from Titanfall, so that translated really well. On top of that, it was free to play, and same thing with Fortnite. So that's a big issue there. Is if you're gonna have paid skins and loot boxes, at least make it free to play. Like if you spend $30 on a game, you don't want to put the rest of your money into
I
that
wonder
stuff.
if that's why. That's another reason why it kind of had its peak and then downfall is because other games were coming out that were free to play that, could have. I mean, maybe some people see them as better or more unique, which they probably were more unique.
Yeah.
And, people were saying, why am I going to pay $30 when I could get Fortnite for free or Apex for free?
And that's probably why it hit off with little kids too, Fortnite.
Yeah.
Because they don't have money, so obviously they're going to play the free-to-play games.
Yeah.
And then all their friends are playing it.
Yeah, adults, a lot of adults play it too.
That's true, but you mostly hear about kids playing it.
Right.
Like, kids never got into PUBG as much.
Yeah.
Like, so it is more of a mature game, but there still are those little squeaker kids that play it.
Yeah. But
Well,
not
I mean,
not as much.
it didn't come out on console until 2018, maybe a year later when the game came out.
Yeah.
So most people didn't have a good gaming PC, and they didn't have money to buy the game.
Right.
It had a pretty horrible launch on Xbox too.
it was.
You remember
pretty
that?
bad.
Oh, yeah.
Like there would be things popping in everywhere you went, and there's frame rate was bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Kill,
But now
remember
some-
when we started playing? The houses. We would have to wait
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
watch the houses to spawn in.
Well, you think that was that the game or was
That was our
PC?
computers.
Yeah.
But it was...
That was still the game's issue, though.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, if you're not getting terrible frames, then it's probably because their servers aren't loading properly. That was a server issue.
Yeah. Well, okay, that separates the community. There's people with good PCs, people with bad, not so good PCs. They can't really play the game at its full potential because it wasn't optimized at the time.
That's why they came out with PUBG Lite. Oh, that was terrible.
Which, actually, PUBG Lite isn't available in the US yet.
It's not?
No. I was trying to get it last night, and it's just not available.
How did Emily Ball play it then?
She probably had a VPN.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to use a VPN
Okay,
to play
that
it.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have PUBG for mobile now, which is free to play.
Yeah. But PUBG Lite, when did that come out? Just now?
No.
In the past year.
Yeah,
I
last
feel
year.
like it's too late.
I mean, not really. It's free to play.
Oh, it's free to play?
It
Yeah.
is.
Why don't they just make PUBG free to play?
They should. Like we said that with Sea of Thieves too, but PUBG's a game they actually probably need to.
Yeah.
There's still enough people buying it that they won't.
Or drop the price dramatically. $10.
But even then, there's other battle royales that are free to play. Like if you're gonna drop the price, might as well just go all the way.
True.
Yeah, H1Z1, they realized people weren't buying their battle royale anymore, so they made it free to play.
That's a dead game.
When they made it free to play, they got a big boost in
When
people.
did they make it free to play?
Shortly after I think it was shortly after PUBG was out, and they realized people were migrating over to that. So
But they also got rid of their actual survival mode.
Do they really?
There's zombie survival mode. They got rid of that entirely.
Wasn't that
It's only
kinda
the battle
good
royale.
part of H1Z1?
There was DayZ and then there was H1Z1.
It was always mixed.
How is
though.
DayZ? I've
I've heard that it improved a lot.
I've always like been curious to play it.
Yeah.
I've never jumped.
I used to watch people play it years ago, and
Yeah,
it looked so fun.
Me too.
But I think like maybe last year or the year before, they came out with a couple large updates that
Couple maps or
people
something.
said it's actually good now.
We should try it.
We should play it for a video. It'd be
Yeah.
pretty cool. But I never got into H1Z1. I thought about getting it, but it never had good reviews. It always
Yeah.
were mixed or low.
I never really got into it either.
I never played the Battle Royale either. I mean, I know a lot of people played that on Twitch,
Yeah.
which is probably why it was big, but it never looked that interesting to me.
Mm-hmm. So that alone, the PC and, if you had a good PC or not so good PC, that alone kind of split the community or at least stopped people from buying it because their PC couldn't run it.
That's not true. We had terrible PCs, but we still bought it.
But I can see how some people wouldn't buy it or wouldn't play it as much
I guess.
because it's lagging. Or remember Ezra's PC?
yeah,
Sometimes you couldn't even get in the game.
true.
But he still played it with us, though.
Yeah.
Like, if a game's fun enough, people will try to do what they can to play it. But
But think about it. Like, you could have Fortnite, which you can run on your, whatever, PS4 or Xbox, or, you have a PC that's not so good and play PUBG, but things are not loading in and it takes forever to get into the game.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've been at work sometimes, and I'll be in someone's house, and I see some little kid playing Fortnite on a dinky laptop, and it's getting like 10 frames.
Yeah.
So that doesn't stop them with that. But then again, they have it on console too,
yeah.
which is the console is a lot bigger than PUBG would be. The console Fortnite. Console Fortnite is
Oh,
much
right.
bigger than console PUBG.
Right. Right. And the age group that they mostly got was, younger kids, which own a PS4 or Xbox One.
Yeah, and there's nothing stopping them from downloading it either.
I guess it could have separated the community somewhat. It could have stopped some people from buying it, maybe playing it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I think probably the biggest thing would be the price.
Yeah, the price combined with the extra stuff to pay for.
Yeah. And the other games that are free.
I mean, honestly, if I was an Apex fan, I've only played it a couple times. I might actually get into it now that the new season came out, though. But if I was a fan of it, I'd buy the Battle Pass, no problem.
Yeah.
But PUBG, I've already paid $30 for it, so
Yeah.
I would feel weird paying another $10.
True.
It's like Destiny 2 all over
right.
again.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Wait.
and then eventually, when they were dying out, they had to make it free to play. So-
Yeah, I kind of wish they did. Like a couple
For
years
pub?
ago. Yeah.
Well, not a couple years ago.
Or no, not a couple years ago. Just
If
like
they made it free
maybe.
Yeah, if they made it free to play now,
Yeah.
I feel like it might bring a lot of people
I mean,
over.
3 million people, almost 3.5 million people were on at one time. I'm sure there was more than that actually bought it,
Mm-hmm.
but it was $30. That's a
Yeah.
lot of money they made.
That is a lot, yeah. Which is weird because now people have always been saying that they're not fixing bugs or glitches or
They
whatever.
are, but very slowly.
Yeah. But you were saying that they're not able to market it well. I mean, think about you said they made a lot of money, at least from how many sales they've made. Couldn't they market it better? Or
I mean, there aren't any unique characters. They just
Right.
have their weird looking skins and people
Yeah.
in there. There's nothing standing out in it.
Mhm.
It's just, from people watching trailers and stuff, it's just your generic shooter game.
And it's almost hard to accept because PUBG was our favorite game.
I know.
Not too
Yeah.
long ago, a couple of years ago. And it's like it's not dead, but it's sad to see it fall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's with any game that we liked,
Yeah.
just in general.
Mm-hmm. But think about it. Like, there's so many games that would love to have 500,000 concurrent players.
I
Yeah.
remember Battlefront 1.
That was
We
awesome.
loved that game so much. We played
Yeah.
that for hundreds of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it now. You
Yeah.
get in, you probably could find one match.
Yeah.
Battlefront
Maybe
1
that's it. Battlefront 1.
is completely dead.
It's no, it's
You
not.
you tried. You couldn't find a single match.
I did find a match.
After how long of trying?
I clicked it and it found a match.
Really?
Yeah, but it was like I tried it again and again and again. It was the same match.
So it wasn't you just clicked it.
Well, Battlefront 2 came out, but then people left that. I don't think people went back to Battlefront 1.
People are still playing 2 though. Especially since
now-
they keep updating it.
Yeah.
There's some pretty cool updates they're coming out with. The BB-8 one is weird though.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jack Frags was playing BB-8 and he was getting 7 kill streaks with him and stuff.
That's crazy.
The stupid little spherical droid.
Yeah, I don't think he can go against like Darth Vader or Kylo Ren. Or
Probably
anything.
not.
Probably can. He's really small.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just depends on how you play, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should actually play that and just check it out.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think there's a lot of things that were combined together that kind of were a part of the downfall of PUBG.
Mhm.
But it's weird. Maybe because the number was so high on how many people were playing it that it feels like it's a dead game.
Yeah.
But it's really not if you think about it. That's a lot of people playing. And it's number 3, did you say? On Steam?
It's number 3. And the next one is GTA, which only has 200,000 players at the moment.
Really?
So it
Yeah,
has
so-
300,000 more than the other next game on the list.
It's not a dead game at all.
No.
Well, it just feels like it.
I was going to say that's since GTA is on more than one launcher. PUBG is on one, Steam.
Yeah.
But GTA is on Steam. It's on Rockstar launcher. It's on a bunch of launchers.
Yeah, but there's PUBG Mobile, PUBG Xbox, PS4, you know?
True.
So
Yeah.
considering the number 1 and 2 are CSGO and Dota 2, which are free-to-play games.
Yeah.
Third one is Battlegrounds,
30
which almost
bucks.
as much as Dota 2. 20,000
crazy.
less.
That's not bad. That's
Yeah.
not bad at all, actually.
And yeah, it's just because there were 3 million concurrent players that when it drops down like that, it kind of feels like the community's dropped off.
Yeah, and because other games like Fortnite and Apex are so huge, it feels like it's like a dead game. But if it was any other genre game, that would be considered, you know, still alive,
Yeah.
still a thriving community, you know, whatever.
hmm I mean, the new update added some good stuff that brought people back.
Yeah.
But the other games keep adding new things that people are sharing on social media and all that. Like when they had the new map, like Vikendi and PUBG, that was cool, but it wasn't one of those things that everyone was sharing and talking about.
Yeah.
The Apex trailer, I heard everyone talking about that.
Yeah, true.
And so when they release something new, not a lot of people are talking about it. I think that's probably the biggest reason why the community seems small.
Do you think it's because of how just the base game is? Like the world inside the game is just, it doesn't really have there's not much world building.
There's none at all. I mean, I think there's some overarching story, like you can kind of glean from papers and stuff on the walls and stuff, but it's not really that interesting.
Yeah.
Well, if you notice the maps, there's 5 maps in the game now.
Yeah.
But to be honest, they all kind of feel the same, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
Same buildings.
yeah, it's all like the same design. Well, I mean, you're going to get that with every other game,
Yeah.
but with PUBG, they reuse a lot of the buildings
Yeah.
and a lot of the stuff in the game world, to the point where if you played it like as much as we have, we know the ins and outs of
Yeah.
every single building.
Like the houses in Vikendi kind of look like the way they're laid out is kind of the same as the ones in Enrangel.
yeah,
It's like,
it's like a snowy end Angel, basically.
Yeah.
yeah.
Miramar added some cool houses though, like the churches and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But they didn't have that for the other ones.
I
as
wish the
much.
houses had more walls.
And
They're so
more
open.
more livability.
Yeah,
if that
they're
makes
weird.
sense.
They're a
Yeah.
little strange. Like I don't. Yeah, you were saying it last night. I don't know who.
That was
would,
Caleb. I
That
think.
was me.
Oh,
I mentioned
Who
something
would live
about
in
it.
these houses?
Yeah. It's like they were thrown together for, you know, when you go to a paintball thing and you see things in
Yeah.
the woods, it's almost like that. They're
Yeah.
just thrown there to fight in.
Yeah, pretty much.
It'd be cool if they had a city that looked like people were once living in it.
Yeah.
Like an actual city or something.
Yeah.
And there's old furniture and stuff like that everywhere, like items like strewn about. But it looked like it was once lived in and now is this war-torn area.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Kind of like, you guys remember Firestorm? I know it wasn't.
I
It
actually
was
never
like
played
probably one of the worst battle royales out there. But
No, I've never. Oh, yeah.
Battlefield.
yeah, from Battlefield 5.
Ugh.
But the houses, they were like real
Yeah.
houses. They
Yeah.
were like a legit house that you could live in.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
you're
what it was
right.
going for. That's what they were going for.
Yeah,
like
PUBG
a
has-
realistic.
Yeah, PUBG had something like that. I feel like that would make it more interesting, I guess,
Yeah.
to explore. But you were saying, well, I feel like all the maps are kind of war torn or
I mean, somewhat,
abandoned.
but I mean, bombs are dropping on the houses and they're not even touched. You know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like,
Well, they improved it in the new map where it destroys the houses.
Not
when
completely
there's-
destructible though, right?
It's not, but whenever the black zone, the bombs drop on it, it blows the houses up.
I
We,
thought
we never saw that though.
I know. We didn't play the map enough to see it.
Yeah, we should play it again later and just test it out again. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about like it looks like a believable lived-in area.
Yeah, not just kind of thrown together or whatever.
Mhm.
There's this random shed in the middle of a valley. It's
Yeah.
Like, it's like, really?
Yeah, or like in the houses, there's like random mattresses all over, and it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, it'd be cool if it looked like people lived there once and they exited hastily for some reason
Mm-hmm.
because of a war or
What,
whatever.
like a city in America?
I just wish the cities felt more alive.
Well, I mean, the closest thing that I could think of that if like a city feels alive is Los Leones in Myanmar. The big city, the huge one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one feels like it's livable. I mean, kind of. There's a lot of
Yeah.
weird things in there, but I don't know. I feel like that's the most realistic.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be cool if there were gun lockers and stuff that you would open, not just weapons laying on the floor
Yeah.
of these houses.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be interesting.
You have to search under the beds to find weapons and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And-
well, that's,
Fortnite has the chests. Imagine
Yeah.
if PUBG had some sort of chest looting system
mm-hmm.
instead of you walk in and there's a machine gun on the
Yeah.
ground.
Well, there's also the different levels of gun. You know, like legendary or the
Yeah.
colors green.
I'm glad
gold.
PUBG didn't do that though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think
But
that
it's-
would work
but
with
it's-
PUBG.
But I almost feel like it adds more
Another level of randomness to the
Yeah.
matches.
like I don't know. I guess it wouldn't really work in PUBG, but that's just another thing that in other games might do well. I mean, it's not. I mean, the guns in PUBG are way better. They
Yeah.
sound better. They feel better. Obviously, they're going for realistic.
They do have the rarity system in Apex.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. With
Hmm.
gold weapons and stuff, yeah.
Also, they've changed a lot with the start menu.
Oh, I
added-
missed the old menu.
Yeah.
Remember that
I
with
miss
the
the
old
old music.
music? Yes.
Yeah, the old music.
That was so nice.
Yeah, it was nice, but it was more. Yeah, it was more simple. There was like the store, obviously the settings, and your stats.
Yeah, well, they had a leaderboard, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But
They
it-
did have stats too.
Mhm.
Did they? I don't remember seeing that. I remember seeing the leaderboard for like the week and the month
Yeah.
and stuff.
I mean, I was checking out the start menu yesterday, and it feels overcomplicated.
It's kind of confusing
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, because now you got the pass. You have there's a section where you can see exactly where you revived your friend in the last match.
That's kinda
And-
weird.
Yeah, and like really stuff you don't even
The replays,
want to
right?
know. No,
But the replays are cool.
The
No, no.
replays are cool.
it's not the replays, but yeah, the replays are cool. But it's like stuff that you wouldn't even care about, like how many bullets you shot, or it's like super detailed.
There's also the mastery system, which is out now. We never had that.
What is?
You didn't see the mastery system with
where
the
you,
guns.
Yeah.
Where you get a certain amount of levels and you get a charm for that weapon, which is kind of cool.
charm like Rainbow Six.
but
Charm?
yeah, like
Huh.
the first one's always like a grenade, and the next one's like a little bulldog or something like that.
Is
yeah.
that all you get?
Yeah,
So that's what you get a charm if you use a gun a lot, or
basically, yeah.
can you do anything else?
Not really. I think it's just for bragging rights. Most
I
of
don't
the time.
know.
I don't like it.
It's too complicated now.
Yeah. It almost looks like it was mobilized. You know when you join a mobile game and
Yeah.
you see stuff all over the screen, buy this, buy this.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like when you
Yeah,
join.
you're right. It does feel like that.
And everything's just cluttered and less simple. Like when they used to have it, they used to have the menu at the top, the play button at the bottom, and like a selection.
No, the
for-
play button was at the top in the beginning.
Was it really?
It was. It was right next to the other buttons.
Well, wherever it was just simple.
Mhm,
There was
true.
not a lot of extra things to think about. Just join a match and have fun.
Yeah, and it was just Enrangel.
Yeah.
Or Miramar. But why do they keep going? They keep adding a selection where you can select your map, and then they keep taking it away. And now they have it back to where you can't select the specific map that you want to play.
It's because they're adding so many maps, they're going to have less and less servers because they have to have a server individually for each map, first, third, and solos, duos, and
Multiple
third,
for each
like
of those.
3 or 4 man teams. They have to have servers for each of them. So
probably like 10 servers for each though.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
So I think when they roll out a new map, they take away the option to select the map, so everyone doesn't choose the new one and overrun the servers. They let the popularity dwindle a tiny bit, and then they let everyone choose what they want, or at least to get more servers and beta test.
Yeah.
So it's not their fault.
Adding more and more maps.
Improve on the maps they already have. That would be kind of
They
cool.
should do that.
I like how they remastered End Rangel.
Yes.
Yeah.
They should remaster all the maps, or try to.
I don't know about Miramar.
How would they even
Or-
remaster that?
Maybe add more buildings? Because there's a lot of just straight up desert.
I mean, Miramar's okay, but it is pretty huge.
Although for the openness, if you added more buildings to the openness, it would
Yeah.
just become a camp fest.
Yeah.
Like-
true.
Like now, at least you see people in the open fields, and already as it stands now, sometimes it takes forever to find people.
Yeah.
So
we
more
were getting
buildings.
sniped last night by the people on the cliff. If you have the high ground
Oh,
with a
yeah.
sniper, you're basically dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but more houses would mean more people are just sitting in there waiting for the circle to close.
Yeah, that's true.
Sandhawk was fun when it came out.
Yeah,
But
I like the boot camp and the resort.
yeah.
Yeah, it was different. That's what I liked about it.
Yeah. That was fun when it came out. Vikendi we played.
We did, yep.
That
I
was
actually only played it in beta.
G36. Killed
Huh?
the G36.
yeah, the G36 is awesome.
I
think
played
it's-
it on the test servers.
Oh,
You never
really?
played Vikendi, like, on the main
Not
game?
when it came out, no.
What in the world?
Vikendi was fun. Different. When
Yeah,
did that come out? Last year?
I think
Or
so,
was
yeah.
it this year?
No, it was last year.
Oh.
It wasn't this year.
Okay. But it was end of last year.
No.
Really? Huh.
you mean 2018 or
It
2019?
was end of 2018, Killed.
Oh, end of 2018 was what I meant.
Yeah,
So yeah, then now they have the new map, which is different. It's fun. I mean, it's small.
That's what they're going for. They're going for fast-paced
Yeah.
stuff.
I heard that some people are saying that they're moving towards like a team deathmatch type of like gameplay. Like not all together. They're not gonna like ditch the battle royale, but
what is it, game mode?
yeah, like
Like a
add in
multiplayer section?
deathmatch in a team.
I'd be for that.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah.
Well, there's already all that stuff in the custom games. There's also zombies you could do. There's capture the flag. There's like conquest, like in Battlefield.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of things in the custom game that we haven't even gotten into.
Yeah.
But it's like, it doesn't feel legit.
Yeah, one game mode that I think would bring a lot of people in and would definitely make it more interesting for me is if you guys ever played the zombie like custom match?
Yes.
I think I might have played it once.
It's really
Yeah.
fun. If they added that as like a legit game mode, I feel like that would be really fun.
I
Yeah.
think they did have it for an event.
Did they?
I remember there was a lot of people playing it for a little bit, and I think that's when I played it.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about PUBG Mobile?
No, I've never played.
Oh,
I
PUBG
barely
Mobile.
played mobile.
Because PUBG Mobile has a zombie mode in it, like
I never
as a
played that
main mode.
If they added that as a actual game mode to PUBG, it'd kind of feel like DayZ because the maps are huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in DayZ it's a lot longer. It's not
Yeah.
battle royale, and there's no circle closing.
Right.
I don't think you can be player controlled zombies in DayZ either.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
I think they added base building though in the new update,
They did?
so I'm pretty sure. So
you
it's a
couldn't
lot
do that
different.
in the first place?
Basically, it was collect weapons and try to survive as long as you can.
Huh.
Kill other players and zombies.
So it's turning into Rust now.
No, it's not
Rust
that
doesn't have
that
zombies.
style.
Oh, true.
I think it's like you set up a fort, not necessarily like a home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But PUBG, I mean, if it added the zombie mode, I feel like that'd be really fun.
It would.
Yeah, I'd play that.
If they added a bunch of them, like let's say they added, you were saying the events with where you spawn in with a gun.
Yeah,
Those are awesome
you need to bring those back.
permanently.
Yeah, like a new event every month.
Yeah. Kind of like what Sea of Thieves is doing.
Or
Like a
not an
new-
event. They just add more maps.
No, they don't need more maps.
maps because
Like the war events. Remember those?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Like a new one every month.
they could do that, yeah.
yeah, if they had,
I was referring to like a game mode, kind of like Call of Duty, where you can click. You can either click Battle Royale.
well, it's kind of like the
or
same
you
thing.
can click
right?
multiplayer.
Too many servers, though.
deathmatch.
That's the
Oh,
issue.
true.
Oh,
Just-
you mean like have it set up like Call of Duty?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
would take a
don't-
lot of work.
But if they do like an event a month, like war mode, and then the next one zombies or whatever, keep things fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd enjoy that, and I'd play it pretty often if I did that.
Yeah.
I actually kind of want to check out the custom servers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, there are zombie. Well, we did play zombie mode a couple times, right?
It was hard.
Because-
I remember.
It was, but let's say let's say they like really focused on it, made it better, and made it like a legit game mode instead of just a custom one.
Imagine infected style over that entire map.
That'd be
insane.
crazy. That'd be crazy.
Like the zombies get throwing knives or something.
Oh,
Although there's enough people that you probably wouldn't need those.
yeah.
Would you start with one zombie though? Because that would be. I feel like
No, you'd probably have like 5 or 6 survivors against 95 zombies or whatever.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's randomly chosen or whatever.
They're just an abundance of ammo on the ground
Mm-hmm.
as well as weapons.
Yeah. Although, what if you went in with like a squad?
That would be kind of sick.
Yeah, but then what happens? Do some of you get chosen as zombies? Do some of them?
Yeah,
stay?
it'd probably be random.
Mhm.
Unless it chooses like 60 zombies and maybe 40 players. Although that'd be kind of OP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30, 70 maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe even 20, 80.
Yeah.
Like 80 zombies versus 20 players. And they just, a horde of them rush in.
Yeah. Kind of
pretty
like
sick.
what is it?
Infected.
No, the well, yeah, Infected. But what's that movie? Oh, World War Z.
Oh, yeah. They're climbing on each
Yeah.
other trying to get up. That'd be awesome.
So, yeah, if they did an event each month, if they were able to do an event each month and make the game free, I feel like that would change
It would.
Mhm.
almost everything.
I mean, with 500,000 people playing currently, if it was free, it might go up to its other peak again, honestly.
Yeah, I'd say I could see it getting to like 1 million.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, if it was free, more people would download it and it would double in
I mean,
traffic.
think about it. If PUBG was free and you didn't own the game, what's stopping you from downloading it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people would get into it, or at least just try it.
And people would be more willing to buy the skins and stuff for
Yeah.
a game they didn't pay anything for.
Well, the skins are kind of.
It depends on what they are. Like, I bought the Shroud skin,
Oh yeah, actually,
and I kind of wish I bought the Doctor skin because those are really cool.
yeah,
But the other ones are just eh.
yeah.
Well, mostly for some reason, I don't know why they're going more towards. I was gonna say, like women's clothing. If you notice, they
Yeah.
have a lot of dresses and different things.
A lot of dudes wear them.
I know,
that's
but
weird.
it's I don't know. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like they're pushing more towards a female audience. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but
yeah.
with the
sh-
skins at
Yeah,
least.
they should. If they made the game free, then focused a lot on making really unique skins, really interesting skins, and then maybe added a zombie mode or kind of like explored more. I don't know, different avenues. Not make it like building, but zombies. A little more like mystical things. Not change the game, but zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Because like zombies kind of fits in that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe add some named characters that are actually interesting.
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
I don't know if Fortnite names their characters, but Apex does. But if
Yeah.
you have some sort of characters that have special items they spawn with or something, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, well, Fortnite has like I think the base characters, and then you can buy the skins that are named something.
Yeah, and the skins are at least popular.
Yeah,
Like the skins in PUBG, it's just a new
they're
thing for
not.
your gun.
Yeah, they're not memorable. They're kind
Yeah.
of boring.
yeah, and they're not even full skins. Like Fortnite, they'll change your whole character.
Yeah,
In PUBG, it's just more clothes and like a different look for your weapon.
yeah,
So people aren't as willing to buy them.
Well, if they did something like Apex, they'd have to change their entire system. Because with Apex, you pick your legend. They have 3 abilities. You use those abilities against other legends' abilities.
maybe not operators. Maybe like what Fortnite is doing or what Fortnite does. Is
Yeah.
just the skins that can change your complete character or whatever.
Yeah,
Well, they are giving out new character. What is it? Like not skins, actually technically skins, but you could change what your character looks like. Like in the battle pass, they have full character changes that you can change to,
Yeah, but they're not.
but they're not
Wait,
named.
new characters.
They're not named characters.
Are they completely new though?
Yeah,
Hmm.
but they're not named though.
Yeah.
They're
Like-
just another skin you can have on your guy.
Yeah, and they even try to do the dances.
Ugh, they didn't even do those
It
well.
doesn't work.
I never even liked the dances in Fortnite.
Somehow
anyway.
PUBG did it worse.
Yeah, yeah. I don't get that. They're just. I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do, but
Yeah. And I mean, I bet it'll go free to play eventually. Maybe in a couple
hopefully,
years.
yeah.
Maybe even less than that.
No, with 500,000 people playing now,
Ah, true.
Yeah.
maybe when it drops to like 200,000, they're like, okay, we need to do something different here.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a corporation now, so they have shareholders and all that. So they're going to need to do something to make more money.
Yeah. But yeah, the game just feels different now. Overall, it's just not the same as it used to be when we used to play it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's because we kind of got, I don't know, it kind of got boring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
well, I don't know if it's boring. There's just not enough keeping players.
It's the community is different. I miss the YOLO community, but then again, no game ever stays on top.
I actually miss how at the start of matches, they'd have the guns and stuff laying around, and it was just utter chaos.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun.
Now they have like rocks and stuff.
Yeah, apples or something.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, for certain maps, it was like 2 maps or something.
Yeah.
Sandhog had the apples you throw at people.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. The game doesn't have the same charm almost.
Yeah.
I mean, it never had a lot to begin with, but it was new and it was simple.
I think just, I don't know. I don't want to say better game. Well, maybe better games came out. Apex, even though PUBG is probably my favorite battle royale, I mean, I can't deny that Apex is probably a better game.
Yeah.
Well, you can't really compare.
I mean, you
Well,
kind of can when
can,
it's the
though,
same
because
genre.
It's battle royale though,
True.
and Apex has operators. It's got this whole lore. It's got all these cool mechanics.
It's hard to compare Fortnite, though, because of the whole building.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because it is a battle royale, but it almost falls into another genre there.
Well,
Okay.
it's battle royale, and then they added building to it.
Yeah.
So they definitely put a twist on it.
But Apex is the core battle royale with special abilities.
Yeah. So even though PUBG is my favorite, there's still, I don't know. I feel like once the other games came out, there was really not that much keeping that many players.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, what are you guys' final thoughts on the game? And do you guys think it's worth revisiting or not?
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely worth playing again. Maybe not paying $30 for it. Like, it's still $30, right?
Yeah.
Maybe get it on sale, and then you should definitely play it.
I
Yeah.
think it's on sale now, right?
I don't know about right now, but it will be in the future.
Yeah. I mean, definitely in the summer. When PUBG Lite comes out, at least in this region, I think a lot of people will be playing that.
Do you know if it's gonna come out on
Yeah.
Steam?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Is it gonna
really?
have its own launcher?
I think they have to pay extra to put it on Steam. Plus, it's free. So
Huh. Yeah, I mean, I would say it's worth revisiting if you have the game. If you own the game, it's worth jumping back into because the new map is fun and they've changed a lot of stuff. Maybe you'll enjoy it. But buying the game, I don't really think it's worth it.
yeah, it's just a
Right
lot of
now.
money to spend on that, and you don't even know if you'll spend that amount of time in it either.
Yeah, and if you really wanted to get into battle royale, you could just download Apex, or if you really wanted to.
And we
Fortnite.
can't speak for the console editions either. I don't know how
Yeah, I
those
haven't-
are at all.
I think they're better now.
I mean, the
But-
PC version is definitely the best one. I know a lot of people play mobile.
Yeah, well, mobile's like I play it every now and then for fun, or if I'm bored.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's worth buying. But if you own the game, I think if you can get some friends to play with, I think it's worth an install and just jump back in, check out the new map, play it for a little bit.
Yeah. I did like the new map.
Yeah,
I mean, it was fun. I liked how they had that explosive thing where you can go into that bunker.
yeah.
The C4s.
It's a change of pace
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. We never got any missile launchers or anything like that.
Yeah,
I never even heard anyone with that when we were playing.
I didn't get any or see
Do you
any.
think that it wasn't in the game when we played?
It
What?
probably was. It's probably just really rare.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if you can like only get them in the bunkers or something.
Wait, what happened to airdrops? I haven't seen
No.
those.
Wait,
they're in
are
all
there-
they're in all the other maps. I don't
Right.
know if they're in the new one. I think it's just the black zone and the C4s. I think it was different from the black zone.
Yeah. So yeah, so I think it's worth checking out if you have it.
It's
Mhm.
definitely worth it.
Yeah.
What about full price though?
Well, I mean, yeah, what you said before, basically.
Sale?
Yeah, if there's a sale, then get it. But stick with the free to play stuff.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to be it for today's podcast. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.